Yeah, first of all, it's in our culture. That we
Okay, it's a
don't eat
culture
animal.
thing.
And
But
secondly, yeah, if we thought of this type of a chicken or meat, it's definitely cruelty to animal.
yes, it's cruel, yeah. But what do you think about people feeling like they can use animals? Humans feeling like they can use them or exploit them?
Uh, I think it's because in their culture, because it's based on geography, where from long
Every
record we
culture
have.
uses animals. You know, every
Yeah, yeah,
single culture uses animals.
correct.
But what do you think about it? Do you think it's okay?
It's not okay, definitely not okay.
I agree. And so would you say we should be respecting them?
Yeah,
And do you think it's possible to really respect them if we are using them?
correct. If we are using them, we are not respecting them.
I agree. So we're animal liberation activists, which means we live by the principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. And that's the principle. And then in practice, that means treating them as individuals, not resources, not objectifying them, you know, not using them for entertainment or transportation or testing or food, or just letting them be free. And do you know why it's important that you live by this principle now? For the animals, it's so that they will no longer be being exploited by you. And for you, when you adopt and live by this principle, you won't be a hypocrite.
Got your point.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you were in their position, how soon would you want people to live by this principle for you?
Come again, please.
If you were in the animal's position, how soon would you want people to live by that principle for you?
I'm an animal physician.
If you were like,
In place of animal.
yeah, in the place of a non-human animal, how soon would you want people to change?
Basically, yeah, they need to change their lifestyle.
Right. And their mindset too, not
Mindset
just
and
like,
lifestyle.
yeah, like not thinking of them as exploitable resources. So,
So that you are spreading the awareness. That is what your motto is.
I mean, yeah, raising awareness and also like finding people like you that think that this is wrong, people that agree that animals should be free, and calling to action to change your actions. You know,
But
because
what about milk in that case? It's also coming into that your
sure, but it's not your body. It's their body. You know, who are you to decide that they make milk for you? You know why females make milk?
yeah, female makes milk for their babies.
Yes.
Same way, animals like cow and the buffalo, they make milk for their babies.
Yes.
But
Just like a
ultimately we are
human.
using it.
But what?
But we are using it.
Yeah, we're taking it from them.
So
We
there are-
take their milk. We
there are
we
two
also
things.
take their eggs. You know, all females ovulate too. But we use chickens for eggs. We take their eggs. We decide you're here to make eggs for me. You're here to make milk for me. But that's not freedom. It's thinking of them to serve you. And it's the same with like the zoo. When you go to the zoo and you're using them as entertainment, that's another form of slavery. Or using them for testing or any purpose.
That is ultimately necessary because if you see, for medicines basically, they need some sort of testing that is also required.
It's not necessary to test on animals, no.
Then they will test on humans.
Sure, and that would give us information on humans. You know, when we test on animals, it gives us information on them, not humans. But even if it did give us information on humans, it's still not okay to treat somebody as here to serve us. You know, what if you were born and I decide your purpose is for me to test on you?
Yeah, that's correct.
It's
Makes
not
sense.
it's not freedom. And we can get humans that are willing to be tested on and volunteer and consent to it. But these animals, they never consent to it. They never agree to it.
That's right.
So how many more animals do you think should be exploited because of you from this point forward?
Not sure.
Not sure. I mean, if you were in your victim's position, what answer would you expect? 0 or more?
It should be more, yeah.
No more? How many more animals should be used because of you?
No, it should not be used. Yeah.
Okay. So will you live by this principle now?
even I'm in my day-to-day life, I'm trying to, as I'm vegetarian, I'm not harming directly. Okay, but the thing is that okay, your principle like trying others to convince that is difficult. But yeah, I'll still try my best for further reduce.
Okay. But you talk about vegetarianism, but that's just a diet. I'm not talking about a diet. I'm talking about a mindset where you don't think of animals as here to serve you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just about choosing to not eat them, it's choosing to not think of them as your slave.
Yeah, that's correct. But in that case, yeah, the sometimes pet animals that will also fall in that category.
I mean, I don't like the idea of pets. I don't like the idea of owning somebody else.
Correct.
I like the idea of adopting and caring for somebody. That's different, you know, like a child. But I don't like the idea of purchasing somebody that you own. That's messed up, right? Would you agree?
I don't think.
Like, do you see the difference between adopting somebody to care for them versus purchasing them to use them?
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, so people that live by this principle, humans should live without exploiting other animals. When you live by this principle, you don't believe in owning pets.
Correct.
You might
Yeah.
adopt and care for them, but you don't think of yourself as owning them like property. Because they're their own individuals.
Right. Yeah.
But you say that this principle is right and that you should live without exploiting them. So what do you think? Will you live by that principle now?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
That's what I can do. Yeah.
What do you mean by try your best?
See, in my day-to-day life, if I talk about, I'm not directly using it like neither for transport, neither as a pet, neither I'm directly harming. Like sometimes people are having a nature to just tease them. Like I'm not doing that such type of
Right.
thing. Like, so apart from this, I'm not sure what else you are expecting from me.
Yeah, well, it's not exactly about the practices, it's about the mindset shift, you
Yeah.
know? And when the mindset shifts, then the practices naturally shift.
Right.
So, like, if you're using animals for milk or eggs, that would be some practices that would shift when you would change your mindset.
Correct. I usually don't eat eggs also. No chicken, no eggs.
And what about, like, milk? Do you
Milk. We use milk.
Okay. So yeah, so if you shift your mindset to like think animals exist for themselves, not for me to use, then naturally you would stop using them for milk.
Right.
But I'm not trying to change your mind about anything, you know, because you already think that they should be free. So, but when you start living like that, living like you think they should be free, then naturally you stop using them for whatever reason.
That's right. Yeah. Correct.
So what do you think? Will you stop using animals?
Yeah, sure.
Yes? You mean that?
Yeah,
Okay, do you want a handshake on it?
sure.